Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Muhammad, and in this self-reflection video, I'll be talking about two chapters from our syllabus. Chapter 1 is Introduction to Future Workforce in the Digital Age, and Chapter 8, Crowdsourcing Opportunities and Challenges. These topics stood out to me because how deeply they relate to today's digital economy, and even so to my own personal experience. The goal in this reflection is to examine what I learned through three main approaches: my personal experience, skill acquisition for the future, and benefit and personal insights. In Chapter 1, we were introduced to the term digital natives. This refers to younger generation, those born after 1997, who grew up surrounded by fast evolving technology. They rely heavily on smartphones and computer for learning, communicating, and even entertainment. For them, technology isn't just tools, it's part of their life. The internet changed everything. It revolutionized how we connect, how we do business, and how we consume information. Today, we can talk to someone across the world without leaving our house. Big tech companies like IBM and Adobe have embraced this shift, leading to the rise of remote work and freelancing. What are freelancing anyway? Freelancing are independent workers who take on short-term projects from different clients. They're not tied to a single employer. They are not tied to a single employer and often work across time zones. Many use platforms like Fiverr, Upwork, or Workana to find gigs. And why do employers hire freelancers? It's simple: lower costs, no long-term commitments, and access to a wider talent pool globally. To success as a freelancer, you need a few key qualities. First is a business mindset. Because you're managing your own brand, you have to treat yourself as a business. The second is time management, especially with international clients. Third, reliable tools. You have to have a stable internet connection and a reliable computer. And lastly, awareness of platform that matches your skill sets. There are platforms out there that cater to specific skills, so you need to choose wisely what matches your skills. Chapter 8, we explore crowdsourcing and its growing role in the freelance economy. Right now, there's a global shortage of talent, and so skilled freelancers can really take advantage of this moment. But it's not all smooth sailing, actually. One of the biggest challenges: extreme competition. Some fields are overcrowded, and standing out can be really tough. Another major issue is income stability. Freelancers often juggle between projects just to make a steady income. Sometimes clients even cancel last minute, or even worse, when the freelancer did all the job, they didn't pay at all. This just doesn't affect their wallet, but also their motivation. And then there's digital rights. Many new freelancers don't realize that intellectual property, their design, content, music, and etc., is theirs. But in crowdsourcing, the line of ownership can get blurry. Some companies exploit this, taking full right while giving freelancers little to no credit, or sometimes even their payment. And this raises serious ethical concern. Some platforms push workers to complete tons of tasks for very low wages without fair support or overtime protection. But their solution, like reporting abusive clients and organizing support among workers. Despite these challenges, I truly believe crowdsourcing will shape the future of work. Why? Because it offers flexibility for company and workers alike. It lower costs, open access to global talent, and bring in diverse ideas and solutions from people all over the world. One of the most impactful moments I had during this course was when my class appointed me as project lead for our seminar titled Communication and Coordination Challenges in the Digital Workforce. It was my first time leading a formal project in a university setting. And I had to coordinate multiple sub-teams like treasury, logistic, design, technical, protocol, and our goal was to meet deadlines and aim for the highest mark possible for this assignment. Before this, I thought project leadership was just about assigning tasks and checking in once in a while with my team members, but I quickly found out it's much more than that. It takes constant communication, emotional awareness, and adaptability. Balancing all that made me realize just how heavy the responsibility of leadership really is. I learned that leadership isn't about having all the answers. It's about being organized, listening to your team, and making decisions that move the whole project forward. At first, I had a relaxed approach. I trusted that everyone will just handle their own parts. But this led to problems, missing deadlines, miscommunication, and even some unclear expectations. That's when I knew I had to step up. I shifted from just being a coordinator to someone who could set direction, define roles clearly, and keep everyone aligned. One mistake I made was not setting internal deadlines early. So we ended up rushing last minute. Another mistake, assuming everyone saw the vision of the seminar as clearly as I did, without checking in with everyone. And if I had the chance to lead again, I do think differently. I'd be more proactive from the start. Set clear timelines, hold short weekly check-ins, and use a shared document to track every team's progress. I also learned that in digital communication, tone and timing matter a lot. Something as simple as a reminder message can impact the team morale. Sometimes my message can come off too blunt, and I realized how easily people could misinterpret my tone online. That made me more self-aware, intentional, and more mindful of how I lead. This whole experience transformed how I see leadership. It's not just about being in charge, it's about earning trust, being clear, and helping a team move toward success even when things don't go as planned. One of the most valuable skills that I developed from this subject was communication, especially during my time as the project lead for our class seminar on communication and coordination challenges in the digital workforce. I was responsible for keeping all sub-teams updated and aligned, making sure everyone knew what they had to do. The experience taught me how crucial good communication is, whether you're managing a team in the office, at school, or working remotely with clients halfway across the world. In a digital work setting, distance can easily lead to delay or confusion, so I had to consistently follow up with key members, gather project details, and make sure things kept moving forward. It wasn't just about giving instruction, it was about staying connected. Another skill I grew in was decision making. Being a leader meant I had to make tough calls, especially when things didn't go as planned. Sometimes in a digital work scenario, the client might ask for something that's not just possible within the deadline or resources. In those cases, I learned how to compromise smartly without breaking any important conditions. Most of all, I gained confidence. I never saw myself as someone who could lead a project, but this subject pushed me out of my comfort zone. I became more proactive, more aware, and ready to take the lead when needed. And the best part, these skills are highly transformable. In my future career, whether it's remote work, digital collaboration, or big project-based jobs, I now feel more prepared to contribute, communicate clearly, and even step into unexpected roles when needed. Moving forward, I know that continuing down this path by gaining more hands-on experience, attending workshops, and engaging in seminars will only sharpen these skills further. And for me, that's the kind of growth that matters. This subject has given me much more clearer and more grounded view of what it's really like to work in digital world. Before this, I used to think freelancing and remote work were simple, flexible, and kind of carefree. But through the practical assignments, I've come to realize it actually takes a lot of responsibility, communication, commitment, and self-management. Personally, this subject pulled me out of my timid and comfort zone. It pushed me to lead, to speak up. It gave me a new level of confidence I didn't know I had. One idea that really changed the way I view my career is this. Even as a freelancer, you need to treat your work like a business. I used to believe that only business founders or top executives had the freedom to think freely, lead their path, and grow fast. But now I know that anyone, even in a traditional job or freelance role, can apply that same entrepreneurial mindset and stand out. Learning about where digital work is headed opened my eyes to how fast the working world is evolving. Remote work, automation, and AI aren't just trends, they're shaping the future work. In this new era, adaptability is one of the most important skills to have. In the end, this subject didn't just teach me about digital work, it helped me to understand myself and show me the mindset I need to succeed in this ever-changing world. Honestly, I don't have any criticism or suggestions because this subject was already highly practical and based on real experience. That alone makes it a strong and effective way for students to learn and retain knowledge long term. The blend of concepts, theory, and real freelancing tasks give us a clear picture of how digital workforce operates in today's world. It wasn't just about learning, we were actually doing. If there's one suggestion I could offer, it will be for UiTM to partner with other government agencies to offer short-term digital work opportunity for students. Even though applying through freelancing websites was meaningful, the reality is most students didn't land any job. Some of us spend a lot of time waiting for replies that never even come. By collaborating with public agencies, UiTM could help students get actual hands-on experience guaranteed rather than just hoping for it. That kind of real exposure will make the learning process even more effective and memorable. At the end of the day, I believe this subject is a great step toward preparing students for the digital future. And with just a few added connection, it could become even more powerful. In conclusion, this subject has truly opened many doors for me. From the very class to the last, I've gained not just conceptual knowledge but also hands-on experience, especially through working remotely as a freelancer, leading our class seminar on communication and coordination challenges in the digital workforce. One of my biggest concern I used to carry from earlier semester was the fear of having to organize events. And up until semester 5, I always thought to myself, Alhamdulillah, I avoided those subjects. But in this subject, not only did I have to organize an event, I was also appointed as the project leader. It was something I never imagined doing. Despite my hesitation, I stepped forward, driven by the support and trust of my classmates. That moment changed me. This subject helped me realize that I can make real progress in life, especially in my career. Even if I don't pursue freelancing full time, I learn how to think like a business owner, because the truth is that mindset matters in any job. I learned about the concept of intrapreneur, someone who behaves like entrepreneur but within an organization. That idea really stuck with me. Overall, this subject has helped me grow, both personally and professionally. It showed me that stepping out of my comfort zone leads to real growth. And the lessons I learned here, I will continue it will continue to guide me in whatever path I take, whether it's freelancing or a traditional career. Thank you.